If you've spent any time around travel trailers, you know they come in all kinds of shapes and sizes, but every once in a while, something shows up that really pushes the limits of what a camper can do. That's exactly what we're looking at today with the Getaway from Turtleback Trailers, a name that should sound pretty familiar if you've been hanging out here for a while. Turtleback has been around the block in the RV and overland world, and their story has been refreshingly consistent. They jumped into the scene, focused on building compact campers that can take serious abuse, and ended up winning over a loyal crowd of owners along the way. We've covered the Getaway before, back when the 2022 versions were making the rounds, but fast forward a few years, and this lineup has evolved in some genuinely impressive ways. Let's start by clearing something up right away. The Getaway is not the kind of trailer you baby off pavement or second guess when the road turns ugly. This thing is built to be dragged through mud, riverbeds, sand, rocks, and just about any other terrain you're brave enough to aim it at. That level of capability doesn't come cheap, though. The Getaway starts at an MSRP of $41,815, which definitely puts it on the higher end for a trailer this size, but that price starts to make a lot more sense once you dig into how it's built. Underneath, you're looking at a seriously beefy setup with independent suspension, trailing A-arms, heavy-duty springs, and icon shocks at each wheel. It's paired with a Cruisemaster DO35 articulating hitch, and while Turtleback doesn't officially list ground clearance, everything points to roughly 24 inches. Yeah, that's a full 2 feet, which kind of makes you wonder what you're planning to drive over next. The structure itself is just as tough, with a welded and galvanized steel tube chassis, aluminum flooring, and a steel frame shell wrapped in aluminum skin. Instead of a traditional interior living space, the Getaway is all about storage and systems. That allows Turtleback to keep everything compact and incredibly strong, so it can handle heavy loads and tons of gear without flinching. Inside that shell, you'll find dedicated bays for power systems, water tanks, pumps, full kitchens, fuel cans, spare tires, and even rooftop tents. The Getaway uses a side-fold design, meaning the roof swings open to give you access to your gear. And the best part is you don't even have to remove your rooftop tent to make it all work. Up front, the nose cone houses a solid electrical setup, including a Redarc TCMS Rogue system paired with a Xantrex 2000-watt inverter and a 105 amp-hour lithium battery. There's also a foldable 120-watt solar panel that's easy to stash when you're on the move. On the plumbing side, things are just as well thought out, with a Fugatti tankless water heater, 21 gallons of fresh water, a 12-volt pump, water filtration, and even a shower mount built into the mix. The kitchen lives on a rear slide-out tray, which you access after swinging the spare tire or rear-mounted gear out of the way. Back here, you'll find a griddle with a wind guard, a sink with running water, and storage for utensils and cooking essentials. The only real missing piece is a fridge, which you'll need to add yourself to fully round things out. Turtleback also makes it clear that the Getaway is designed with families in mind. Pair it with one of their massive rooftop tents and optional annexes, and you can turn this trailer into a full-on base camp that feels more like a tiny settlement than a campsite. One thing worth noting is that Turtleback doesn't list an official weight for the Getaway, but they do recommend a vehicle with at least a 2,500-pound towing capacity with around 300 pounds resting on the hitch. And if the full build is more than you're ready to commit to, Turtleback does offer a stripped-down shell option. That starts at $16,850, which is a pretty tempting way to get into their platform if you already have your own camping gear and systems ready to go. Either way, the Getaway is a great example of how far purpose-built off-road trailers have come, and it's hard not to be impressed by just how much capability Turtleback packs into a relatively compact package.